This is Mr. Bidwell, log out of 900 hours with Oswald the Lucky Rabbit at an undisclosed world location. Go ahead whenever you're ready, Mr. Rabbit.
What? I just speaking to this? Okie dokie. Hello! I'm Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, and I'm currently being held at... I'm not usually one to tell my life story to whoever's ears listen, but I'm willing to do it for history's sake. I was first drawn by my father, Iworks, in the year 1927. I was sold to a man named Charles Mintz who worked for Universal Studios, and I was part of their animated character films. I once had a few children, then dated another rabbit named Fanny, took the world by storm, left Fanny, and married my girl Hortensia Kitty. Around that time, I lost contact with my papa, and I found out why. Mr. Mintz and Universal decided to take me with them, and broke what they called a contract. And that meant I would never see my papa or Uncle Walt again. For a while I was on top of the world. That is, until my brother came along.
Can you state his name for the record?
On a week of Callan's I will. Did purchase me to be taken out of the garbage with a shovel in one of their many cartoons.
That's a fair cop.
Eventually I was left in a vault to be forgotten. I think I was in there for 67 long years, until I heard someone, calling himself Bob, coming to get me from my vault. And he said, "Come with us, you'll finally get to see the sun again, little guy." And I said, "Applesauce, you'll toss me aside like an old shoe once you're done with me." But he didn't. And I became a video game star. I have no clue what a video game is, but I was pleased as punch to keep going. People knew my name, and they loved me. All of a sudden, I became a sensation at this place called Disneyland. But they took me to live next door to Disneyland. Instead, I lived in their Californian-themed theme park. I never thought there would be a theme park named after my Uncle Walt, but here we are. At last, I had a home. I was free to come and go as I pleased. Hortensia and I were finally in a place of our own, but there was just one thing that bothered me. Where did all my pictures go? And so I asked, and they, the people in charge, said that they didn't know. They said that some of them had burned up in a fire that happened in 1937, and I was flabbergasted because I didn't know my life had gone up in smoke. Quite literally, in fact. I was devastated. Well, that is, until I got the news, a couple of years later, that someone had rediscovered most of my lost pictures in their university. They retouched them, and they even brought back the sound that came with them. And that made me feel very, very happy. And very lucky, too. See? I am a lucky rabbit. So now all I have to look forward to is a chance at my new home making me a bigger star. My brother can take a back seat for a moment. You know, with all this newfangled technology, people don't even have to watch me at a movie house. It may be madness, but it's movie madness. I can live again once more in the 20s. The 2020s, to be precise. I'm not usually hep to the jib of these youngsters, but if I do speak like myself, I'm mostly sure they'll love me regardless of what I do. And that's the truth.
We've just run out of recording tape. I think I'll have to stop the tape here.
Pardon me, I was supposed to meet a medicine Mundy here. Why isn't she...
Here's what you must do. Every morning when you wake, some resolution you should take. So stuff your tummy till they ache with candy, cake, and do. Playing, study. Don't get your books all muddy. Help your body, and you'll be lucky too.